Hello, here's my CFID. My name is Ruben Gonzalez-Vera. I'm going to be presenting my persuasive speech. Here are my three audience members. Uh, my name is Ruben Gonzalez-Vera. I'm going to be discussing the age of social mobility in the 21st century. Now, currently, if you were to look inside the United States economics, you would see that there's an increased cost of living from the increased housing market, the federal government causing a secondhand inflation, and possibly even stagflation in some respects, and also the lowering ROI of a college degree, thus limiting the social mobility that would occur in the United States. Now, although things seem bleak, my thesis is the following, that if anyone has average intelligence and access to the internet and can speak English, that there's a likelihood in which they would be able to make a livable wage or $75,000 a year with methods alternative to that of a college degree. And I'm not saying, oh, you're going to become a Zuckerberg-style dropout and eventually create Facebook 1,000 times for the entire United States. I'm proposing something a little bit more different. Our discussion will be exploring three different avenues of income that would occur as a result of the 21st century. I'll be exploring online education, technical trade schools, and gig and portfolio work. Now, with online education, there's a variety of resources that would be available that would allow for a wider variety of people to teach themselves more specialized topics that would then be able to distinguish them in a workplace. For example, you can see this with Udemy, in which you can take various online courses, Coursera, in which you can get certificates, and also you'd have YouTube, in which they also have live lectures, so you can specialize and learn for certain classes, and then also you would have MIT OpenCourseWare, which would then give all students and a selection of lectures to choose from. Now, the growth potential of something like this for the next 20 years will be shown with various investment groups that have already put money into these companies, thus showing promise. For example, if you were to look at Social Capital, one of the largest hedge funds on the planet, you would then see that they've put large amounts of money into a company called Brilliant, which was founded by Sue Kim in 2009, in order to become a locus of high intelligent talent that would then be represented by having weekly challenges that would test their critical thinking skills and problem solving assets in order to see how they perform in a workplace. It's also already been shown to find really high level talent as shown in various other case studies. Now, common arguments against this would be the cheating and academic dishonesty that would occur. Now, while this can occur and most definitely does happen, as some would see in the COVID teaching environment, though, what you would then find is that the moment that these people who cheat their way through the system get into the workplace, it would be easy to show that they actually learned nothing and just be kicked out. So you would have it so then these people would eventually just be proving themselves useless in the process. So it would clean itself up. Now, another avenue we would explore would be technical and trade schools, in which students would learn alongside an apprentice and take more hands-on classes that would teach them a technical skill, such as being a plumber, an electrician, or something a bit more specialized, such as a CNC machine operator for creating specialized components or designs. Now, the growth potential that comes with this will be that the sector and generation that would be in this field most often are people who are about to retire. So you can see this within boomer generations. As they're about to retire, they're actually the largest component of the population that still works in these fields. And since previous generations have been through college, you would see that there's actually a spike in demand that would occur as these boomers would go on to retire. And you would also see that a large amount of these people who have these technical trade skills will go on to start businesses and have people work under them and therefore have large economic growth and social mobility as a result. Common arguments against this would be cheating and that there's lower general quality. But I think that this would actually be counteracted when you consider the influx of demand going in for people who are about to retire and thus create a sudden demand for people who are about to enter into the workforce. Therefore, increasing the benefit of having this technical trade school route as a way of income. And now something a bit more modern would be the gig economy and portfolio work. You would see this more often with DoorDash drivers, graphic designers, freelance computer programmers, and graphic designers as well. Now, this is not work where you're paid on an hourly basis, but instead you're paid on contract work, which would be presented in a manner of like going into a website like Fiverr, and therefore allowing you to sign up for a short-time gig, work on that for a certain amount of time, and then take time off. It's more flexible. It lets people set their own hours, and will be able to then build up their repertoire, and then therefore be able to increase their income as the year goes on and as they build their portfolio. Now, the growth potential for this is higher because a lot more work is transitioning to be online, as shown with the Great Resignation that is occurring and the influx of work from home that is also occurring as well. You'd also see that websites like Fiverr, Brilliant, Khan Academy, and other freelance websites are growing in value as well, and demonstrating that this is something that will happen and continue to grow for a while. Common arguments would be that it would be a form of exploitation, but when you consider the growth and how it's been able to support various people's families, when you read into more qualitative analysis online, you would see this sort of runs itself away. And also, you would see high stress as a result, but usually the high stress would come as a result of some other form of management, and eventually technology could work as a way to reduce the workload onto these people who are working. To conclude, you would see here there's actually a variety of career paths that form as a result of this work from home, and that there are various other paths for students and other people entering the workforce to then be able to move up in social mobility outside of just going to college and getting a degree. Thank you. Have a good day.